Oh yeah. Titties every day. Titties every day. I see them titties in the club. Yeah. Fat titty, come on. Yeah. Sucking on them tits again, yeah. Sucking on them titties now, no. Sucking on them titties, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sucking them titties on the low. Sucking them titties every day, oh my God. Sucking them titties every night, oh my God. I don't need them titties like, yeah. I just need them titties right now, oh my God. Right now, yeah. Sucking them titties again, sucking them titties so raw. Loving them titties, the best titties I saw. Oh, I love them titties more than I've ever loved. Set of tits in my life, yeah. Oh, them titties looking good, super right, yeah. I just need them titties every day and every night, yeah. Sucking on them titties, yeah, I know, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Titties looking good in the club, bitch. Titties looking good in the club, bitch. Titties looking good when I seen that for real. Yeah. Need them titties on my dick, yo. Titties looking good, tit butter in the club. I just need them fucking titties, yeah. You bitches know what's up. I'ma slap on your butt, then you gon' suck these nuts. And we gon' make some love in this back of the truck. We be doing our thing, face down, ass up. I be sucking them titties from the back, like what, like what? Sucking them titties from the back, like what? Sucking them titties from the back. Sucking them titties again, sucking them titties again. Oh, we up in this club, sucking your bitch and your friends. Bitch, you know I'm fucking everything for sure. Sucking them titties if I need them though. Blew up off a hit, sucking tits, yeah. I don't really give a fuck, suck my dick, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So y'all say I do it again, I did it one time for y'all. Yeah. Oh yeah. Bitch, you talk, watch your mouth, cause I'm here now. Bitch, talking, let my dick in your mouth, yeah. I ain't scared what you said, yeah, I'm out, yeah. I don't give a fuck, I'm about, yeah. Seeing that shit in the street, hitting them hoes with the yeah. Bitch, you be talking again, hitting the hoes with the nah. Bitch, be talking and damn. Bitch, you ain't doing like that. Couple of dudes and a couple of what you said end up dead now. Watch you know what you said now. Everybody understand now. Oh yeah, nah. Fuck.
Welcome back to the Lopriore podcast. I'm joined by the legend himself, my legendary brother, Jared Lopriore. Jared, how are you doing, bud?
I'm doing good.
You doing okay? You hanging in there?
Yep, COVID-free.
COVID-free. We're going to get into that. This is by far the ghettoest setup of a podcast I've ever done, but in recent times there's been some wild shit going on. So I came down here. I drove down on the 8th. I got here on the 11th, I think. And then we hung out like a day or two after that.
Yeah, and you had the wedding and then...
I had a wedding. Yeah, I had a wedding on the 12th. And then I think we hung out on like the 14th. And then we were going to go hang out and do a bunch of stuff. And Jared was like, yeah, I got to go take a COVID test real quick. And while we were in the same car, he tested positive.
Yeah, I did. I was not my proudest moment. I felt bad.
No, I mean, it's also weird that it's your third time testing positive for COVID. It's a little strange. How's that even possible?
I feel, I don't know. Maybe I'm just weak. I'm just weak.
Yeah, but is your immune system that weak? Because, I mean, it can.
Well, I'm a smoker.
You're a smoker.
Right.
It could also be that weak, but it could also be that you just caught every different strain.
Yeah.
So you've had regular Rona, rest in peace.
Right.
You had regular Rones. Then you had Delta Rones. And then you had the Omarion Rones. You had the Cron.
I had an icebox.
Yeah, you had the Cron. You were croned up.
I was croned up. I'm like the Robert Ory of
Yeah, you're like the Thanos of Corona. You're just collecting all the fucking
just
variant
rings.
stones.
The Bill Russell. But I played for different squads. I played in New York. I caught it. I played for Miami. I caught it. I'm like bouncing all over the place.
I love that.
I feel bad. I feel like I'm just the person that just spreads COVID. Because what people don't think about is like when you test positive, you immediately think to yourself like, oh man, I'm screwed. And then you think about how many other people are walking around Miami that you gave it to.
Yeah.
At least I think about it, because I'm very conscious of that. I always feel crummy thinking that I got someone else. That's why I took the test when you got here, because I was like, you're going back home. You're going to be around grandma. You're going to be around, mom and dad. You're going to be around everybody that I care about.
These are facts.
And I don't get to go to New York ever. And then what do? Instead of sending like Christmas gifts, I send that Omarion.
You send Omicron. Well,
Yeah.
I
What a
miraculously
shitty person.
didn't test positive.
Right.
I've been pretty Rona free, just knock on wood, because like I don't know nowadays, 'cause I feel like Corona's everywhere.
It is, especially down here. Well, everywhere now, but Florida, they give zero fucks
I just feel, in Florida they don't give fucks down here.
at all.
But there were some other people who, I'm not going to say their names, but there were some other people that I ran into that ended up testing positive. A bunch of them got positive, so this was a fucking mess.
A mess.
First of all, I drove down here
Right.
in a car
Which was
with a
brutal.
dog, which was fucking brutal, bro. Bro, I drove 20 hours.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, to anyone that's ever driven a car before, driving over 6 hours is like too much.
Yeah.
Now,
Think about truck drivers, though.
I know, but those guys are all fucking hopped up on like fucking
Mountain Dew.
amphetamines and shit. Those
Yeah.
guys are all fucked up. They sleep in their shit.
Yeah.
So for me, driving down here was like, it's gonna be like a great spiritual like thing for me. Like I'll have like 2 hours into it, I was like, I want to fucking go home. Like I made it to New Jersey, and I was like, I need to go home now, because if I don't, I'm gonna fucking die in this car.
Right. Yeah. I personally like driving. You know what I mean? So I guess it wouldn't drive me. It wouldn't make me as crazy. But if you think about doing something that you enjoy doing for 20 hours sucks.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't even jerk off for 20 hours.
Right.
I mean, I've tried.
Right. Like your most favoritist thing to do in the world. Do that for 20 hours, you're going to get tired of that shit too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where I had like not mental breaks.
Right.
But I got to the point where it's like, if I don't pull over, I'm going to kill everybody on the road because I'm going to fall asleep. There were a couple times where I was literally just doing this thing, like bouncing back and
hitting
forth.
like the...
Yeah.
Did you do any of those?
For sure, yeah.
Did you fade off?
I didn't fully fade off, but there were a couple times
Hit the fucking wake up strip?
There's like certain packs of like thought that you hit when you're doing a long ass drive, right?
Yeah.
So like the initial, you're juiced up. You're like, all right, I'm doing it. And then you're in it. And then you're like, all right, I'm in it. Like, this is what I signed up for. And then you hit like this like area where you're fucking terrified.
Right.
You're like, this is never going to fucking end, bro.
How far into the
Bro, I
trip?
drove from the top of America to the bottom of it.
I know.
And it was horrible.
I know. How far into the trip were you when you started to actually feel like you just were on...
This is just never going to end?
Yeah, I'm just going to turn around and go back. Fuck it.
I would say in DC, I had the thought.
Yeah.
When I hit DC, I kind of had the thought of like, I got to go home. Like, this is a bad idea. But once I hit like the middle of Virginia and saw how much further I had to go, I said, this is the worst decision I've ever made in my entire life.
What made you do that though? You didn't want to leave.
Dog.
Yeah. Don't blame it on Sil.
No, I could. Where am I going to leave him for 3 weeks?
Yeah. No, it's true.
Because
Were there any like positive notes? Like, was there
Oh,
any...
there were plenty of positives. There were plenty of positives.
Did you ever were you like Gump, when Gump is just like running down that highway and looks up and he's just like...
That happened when I left.
This is a beautiful thing.
That's what happened when I left Georgia. I left Georgia at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was going to wait till the morning to drive, and I was like, yo, fuck it. Like, let's just go. I can't. Like, I can't put it off any
gotta push
longer.
through.
And I went, and I could not lie to you. I had this moment where I saw like the sunrise come up, and I was like, yo, this is like mad beautiful. Like, this is a beautiful thing to watch. But then the sun came up, and I was like, yo, I'm fucking tired, bro. I was like, dude, this is a fucking disaster.
It's a long haul, man.
It's a disaster, bro.
And just so you know, you got to do it in like 2 days.
Yeah, in like 2 days. Literally, I'm going to take
Going back always seems shorter, though.
I don't think so. I think it's going to seem longer than it's ever been in the history of ever been.
Because driving somewhere for the first time that you've never been, you're like constantly on edge, and you're just like, where do I get off? Where do I do this? Where going back, you're like a little bit more familiar with the route.
Yeah.
If you're taking the same route back, so hopefully it's less stressful.
Well,
I tried to be as available. Luckily, I work late hours, so you could call me at like 4 a.m.
Yeah,
and I'm wide awake, and I'm just like, what's up, bro? So there were a couple of those moments when you called me.
I was like,
you just sounded so lonely.
It was the
please just stay on the phone.
It was the loneliest experience of my entire life. Because you have an end goal, right? Like, I'm gonna come down here, I'll see family and stuff, but then I see you, and then you have COVID, and then I don't see you.
And you left me in the parking lot at the CVS,
which
is the best part.
Yeah, I did. I did leave him in a parking lot.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do, though? Drive around with you?
I tried to like pet Silvio, and you just like yanked his leash away. You're like, don't touch my fucking dog, bro.
As soon as I found
I was like, all right, well, give me a
positive,
ride back to the house. And you were like, sorry, dude, window went up. And you fucking sped out of that parking lot. I was just standing there. I had to ride a city bike. I had to ride a city bike back to like the closest location to get back to my house.
Sitting you home like a piece of ass.
Just ride of shame. I was just like, I just killed everybody in New York.
For me, it was so. It wasn't that I was. It wasn't that I was mad at you. I was mad at the situation.
Yeah, no, it was crummy.
So I was just like, bro, I drove all the way down here pretty much to hang out with you.
I felt like Henry Hill in the end of Goodfellas when he went to see Paulie.
Oh.
And he's like,
now I got to turn my back
I got to turn my back on. He gave me like $300. You're like,
I was like, sorry, I don't know what to do for you. I can't
cut
really...
you off.
But the thing was
like, oh, fuck.
But this is where the trip turns into a fucking disaster, right? Because I was supposed to stay with him.
Yeah.
For like 2 weeks.
I cleaned my house and everything.
Yeah, and I couldn't stay with you. So I started staying at an Airbnb because I didn't want the people around me, if I did test positive, to get it.
It's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So, dude, I've just been like living in Airbnbs and hotels.
Right.
And honestly, the entire like last 2 weeks of my life is utter nonsense.
Right.
Because
but then everybody you were staying with too, right? Like,
yeah, relatively like a good amount of the people that like I was staying with, they all got COVID.
And you still didn't get it.
And I still didn't get it.
Fuck. They need to take, they need to take samples of your blood.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
And just give it to everybody.
I'm the most worried about catching COVID, I guess, so maybe that's like a reason why I'm not catching it.
You're like Will Smith in I Am Legend.
Bro, I stared COVID in the face twice.
Yeah.
Literally, like, close proximity talking to people.
Right.
Like, it got to a point where a day later, unless I'm just like this quiet, asymptomatic transporter.
Right.
But I've tested almost every day while I've been here, and they've all been negative.
How much money have you spent on rapid tests?
A fucking good amount.
That's why nobody could find them, because you just racked up and fucking bought every. You're like, dude, how much for the test? They're like, $25. You're like, how much for the whole fucking shelf?
I wanted the whole fucking thing because first of all, I'm down here, like my doctors are in New York and shit, and I'm like, I don't want to get fucking sick.
And you've got other, health issues too.
Yeah, I'm fucking, I have other things I deal with. So for me, I'm like, yo, if I get this shit, like I'm fucked.
I know.
Like I'm not fucked that I'm gonna die. Like I don't think I'm gonna die from it if I caught it.
Yeah.
But it would ruin like 4 or 5 days of my life.
For sure. This Omarion,
I just don't want to go through that.
The Omarion version, like, is in and out though. It's not like the first strain that had you sick for like 2 weeks.
Like I know people, that's what I've heard. But then I've heard people like losing taste and losing smell.
Yeah.
Like for me, if I lost taste, like that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world because I probably wouldn't be as fat.
Yeah, but you would still. Yeah.
I would just eat like bread. If I couldn't taste food, I would lose a ton of weight.
Right.
I just love the way food tastes.
Yeah.
I
people would be like,
it.
"How do you want your steak?" You'd be like, "It doesn't fucking matter."
Yeah, it could be like you could bring it fucking like a hockey puck out
right.
here. I'll eat it. It's not a problem. Right. If I just had to eat for sustenance,
right,
and not have to eat for pleasure, because I'm a pleasure boy. I like pleasure things.
Yeah,
I'm a big pleasure boy. I like those sudden rush of endorphins. I'm a pleasure boy.
Right.
And food gives that to me. I definitely have an unhealthy relationship with food because it tastes so goddamn good. But for me, it got to a point where I looked in the mirror the other day and I was like, yo, this New Year's, we got to do something about this belly. This shit's getting outrageous.
I hear you.
You know, it's just like I have moments where I just fall off the wagon, but I don't fall off the wagon. I just get ran over by every wheel at the same time.
Do you think...
It's just a fat circle.
Do you think... But, all right, so, like, I remember you, like, in your best condition, right? Like, chiseled.
Yeah.
Like a Greek god, right?
Yeah, that's...
Much younger, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but not like... I was still in my 20s.
Do you think you're still as cuddly, though?
No.
Without the belly?
No, because I've come to a realization that here's who benefits from my belly.
Right.
One, it's anyone who cuddles with me,
Right.
hugs me.
Yep.
They're like, this guy's fucking fantastic.
This is cozy.
This is cozy. Like, I
Yeah.
can hang out with this.
Right.
And babies. I've realized that babies love fat people with beards.
Right, because they're little fat people without beards.
They're little fat people without beard. Have
they
you ever had a
feel it.
baby look at your beard? It's like, they're like, what is that?
Yeah.
They're like, what is that? But when a baby grabs your beard, though, it's like you'll never get.
But then they look at
beard
your
back.
belly, and I'm like, I got one of those.
Yeah,
I'm not impressed by that.
But they just sit, like, things sit perfectly on it.
Yeah.
Like, I could just do this, and it's
Right.
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
The craziest moment that I've had with it now, like, besides, like, the cuddling and the babies, like, those are all great things. Like, I love both of those things. But the weirdest thing is that I can't remember those days, like when I was
Of like
shit.
yeah, really.
Nah, I
Like in
can't-
your head, you cannot vividly
Nah,
remember that.
I've been fat for minutes. But like last summer, I wasn't as fat. I was like down 205.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just once I moved back to New York and like the hot weather was out, because I lived down here for a year.
Yeah.
So once that stopped, I just got fat again.
Right.
And it became like an unhealthy relationship with food.
Yeah, no,
I
I
definitely
hear you.
have an unhealthy relationship with food. I love the way food tastes, but it's also like, it definitely is a coping mechanism for me.
Dude, certainly.
You know?
Certainly.
Like, I wish I could be a dog that's like, yo, I eat twice a day and it's controlled. Like, I
Yeah.
wish that I had a little fucking, like, funnel in my apartment and twice a day, like, someone knocks and that's the only food I'm allowed to eat. It's just
Yeah.
that I have access to food.
Right. And you ain't broke.
No, and I'm
Yeah.
not broke, and it's just like
That's
one
what
of
you
those...
need to do is lose all income.
Yeah, I think I just need to be fucking poor.
Yeah.
But I'll find a way to be fucking fat on that too. You know? When I see fat
Oh, you
poor
could be
people,
poor
that's
and
the
still eat good.
that's the biggest oxymoron I've ever
Yeah.
seen. It's
Dollar
like
menu?
A fat homeless dude, but I get it.
Right.
Like, that would be me.
Well, not very active either. You know, like a fat homeless dude isn't like in the gym.
Yeah, but they have to move around because people are like, get out of here.
You ever see like, I know you've seen them. I'm sure the world has seen their share. Just like ripped, super fit.
Homeless guys?
Homeless dudes?
Yeah, then they smile at you. And then you're like, yeah, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm like, this dude's in great shape. Like, he's got nothing else to do.
Would you ever get your teeth done?
What, like, dude, I was fucking, well, my chipped tooth I've had for so long.
How'd you do that?
I banged it on the bottom of a pool.
Oh.
I think I switched up the stories a few times to like impress girls.
Yeah, you're like the
Yeah, there was-
Joker in the Dark Knight. Like
Yeah,
everyone
there was
has
definitely a
different
nunchuck story that I ran with for a while. That someone like ninja
nunchuck
attacked
stories
me.
are cool.
Yeah, but not when I tell it the way that I tell it. I was like messing with nunchucks and hit myself. Then I was attacked by someone with nunchucks. I had this thing with nunchucks for a while. But yeah, bottom line is I try
You're
to
sociopathic.
I try to do a little
Yeah.
a little maneuver in the pool.
Just got it.
Bam, chip that fucker.
Fuck.
Yeah,
How did
but
you chip your tip in a pool?
I mean,
Was it just a low level? You just went up?
yeah, I just thought I was like Michael Phelps and ended up just chipping it off. But I would definitely get my teeth done in a way that still look natural. Like, because when you see people with their teeth done now,
When they do this thing,
it's so
too fake.
clear that it's not real.
That you
it's
got
like
new
no
teeth.
one's fucking teeth look like that.
Yeah, I know.
And not to mention, I remember what your teeth looked like before you had money for veneers.
But the thing is with veneers, I think every 10 years you have to do it. Bars. Veneers, years.
Veneers.
Veneers.
Years, every 10 years.
Veneers sounds like...
Cover up your oral fears.
Veneers sound like something that shouldn't be in your mouth.
Veneer.
I got a veneer.
I got a veneer.
Steer
but you see
steer
people
clear.
Like, yeah, like
Hey, what's that?
I tell you
That's a beer?
what I definitely want to work on is the
When I
the
go on
yellow
a plane,
tip of my teeth.
when I go on a
My teeth
plane,
look like butter.
I use clear. Have no fear. I am here.
Right. Smile big.
Smile big. Chipped up teeth.
Yeah.
Big moves.
Big.
Big cheeks.
But I definitely, I would probably.
I hate. I literally have been tanning while I've been down here, so my teeth look whiter when I go to New York.
That's a smart move. It's an
Because-
optical illusion. Your skin gets darker.
Also, I haven't been to the dentist in like a year and a half because of COVID. Almost.
I don't even know where there's a dentist in Florida.
Over in 2 years, and I'm telling you, I got some major algae that needs to get scraped off these teeth.
Oh, for sure.
These shits are fucked up. Fucked up,
Yeah.
daddy.
No, I hear you.
Fucked
But
up.
I tell you, I'm still hood enough to have like that money that I was gonna save up, like all my pocket change that I saved up for a couple of years to get veneers, and then I would go there and probably walk past like a gold like front store
like a
and
pawn
be like,
store.
and be like, fuck it, and just go and get some fronts before I did that.
I'd rather get gold fronts. What I want to do is if I ever have to get like teeth replaced, I'd just be like, yo, just put gold back there.
Just knock them all out.
Knock them all out and just put gold.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid to go to the dentist, bro. I have like crazy fears of the dentist.
I had that same fear for a while, but I'm over it. Our dentist, I don't know if you went to the same dentist when I was a kid, was a fucking just, it was torture. It was like going to a Saw movie.
Was it the Indian lady?
No, it was like
We went to this one Indian lady.
kind of like mean. I don't remember if she was mean. I just think that whole experience made her seem mean. She was probably nice as hell.
Yeah, when they put that hose, first of all, I just threw up now just thinking about it in my mouth a little bit.
There you
Thinking
go.
about the X-rays. When they put the fucking
you gotta
cardboard
bite
in your
down
mouth,
on that
you gotta
shit?
bite down on it.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Bite down.
Yeah, I hate those.
Bite down.
And then also, Kathy went in. This is what scared me from the dentist for years.
Kathy. Anything happens to Kathy should always make you a little bit more scared.
Yeah, so our sister Kathy, we all had to go to the
that.
dentist. I think Kathy had she was like one of those kids that had like extra teeth. Remember, like you would go to like a
Yeah,
school and like
she had one that we would-
a kid would had a tooth like
that you could
on
like
the roof
open
of his mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that you could like open a beer off.
Yeah, you could just like bang the side of a can in it and shotgun it. Like she had shotgun teeth. She had some shotgun teeth. Shout out Kathy. She doesn't have them anymore.
It's like an extra.
So for
She
me,
had the extra on the outside.
she had the extra everywhere.
Yeah,
it was wild.
She had like one on her forehead.
So they were like, yeah, like we'll do like
Don't
Kathy
worry.
first, and I was like, okay. And I just hear like coming out of this
It's like chainsaws
Out of
ripping,
this
like
dentist
ring.
office.
You're like, oh, fuck that, I ain't going to that.
out of this dentist office, and I'm mad terrified now.
Right.
And they went in there.
Just scarred for life.
Yo, she was screaming like they were ripping her teeth out through her asshole.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yo, this is a horrible place. Like, why
Yeah.
do people come here? This is terrible.
How glad are you that you sent her in there first?
Oh,
Shows you how good of a brother you are. Oh, this is gonna suck. Let's send my little sister in first.
and the worst,
See what happens.
the worst thing too is like when you go to the dentist with like mommy or like any doctors, like if you show like any pain or remorse, they get mad.
Yeah.
It's not very comforting.
Right.
You know, so they're like stop, like it's fine. I'm like, yo, like I'm in fucking pain. Yeah, that shit
I'm
hurts.
freaking out.
The dentist doesn't feel good. Some people are like, I love getting my fucking teeth cleaned. I'm like,
Yeah.
first of all, you kill small animals and children, probably. Nobody loves going to a fucking dentist. I just wish I can go to the dentist one time for the rest of my life and just be like, yo, take all of my teeth out and just put all implants in there.
Right.
And then just, I'll live like that for the rest of my life.
Just give me something made out of like rocket ship fucking like NASA material.
Bro, George Washington had wooden teeth.
So they say. I mean, but which makes sense. Like if you think about it.
He had wooden teeth, though.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was eating with wood.
Yeah,
This
but what
dude-
kind of wooden teeth actually look good? Like they had ivory,
No,
they had pearl. Like why did he go with wood? Was he poor?
No, but you can get like a fire ass. You can get a fire fucking.
Like give me some elephant tusk fucking teeth, bro.
No, it's not about that. It's almost to the point where I'm trying to look up if he actually did have those teeth. But if I was gonna get teeth like that and I was flossing like and I was the president, I would put a fucking elephant tusk up in my shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like that dude definitely had other options outside of wooden teeth.
But wooden teeth kind of slap too, though.
But how long are they gonna last? What kind of fucking wood is gonna sit in a
until
dark,
next-
moist place
until
and
next
be
fall.
effective for longer than a week?
Yeah, but they weren't worried about that. People were dying from diarrheas.
Yeah, that's true.
They were dying from diarrhea back then.
Yeah, that's true.
So for me to really think about it, if you really put all the eggs in one basket, I'd shoot for ivory teeth. Like, I would
Right.
hunt the elephant myself, but how the fuck is he going to get an elephant?
Because
in
even
America?
in that time, they had to have.
We didn't have elephants in America
Think
until
about
like the 80s.
decor and like the architecture. Like you ever look back at footage from like years ago and you're just like, how the fuck did they build that? This was like the fucking like 1500s. Who the hell? Like
I also think
why were
everyone
we
back
not
there was
that
so
advanced?
stupid. They were so dumb.
Yeah, they must have smelled like shit.
Of course they did. They were the stinkiest people on earth. But if you
Gross.
really think about it and look back,
Flossy though, the drip was fire.
a lot of... Oh, that's our food.
Is it?
Yeah, tell them to send them up. We had to order food.
Is this a real phone?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I haven't touched a real phone. Hello?
Let's see what he said.
We did. Could you send it up? Oh, I apologize. Thank you so much.
All right, so took a little sushi break. We'll get into that story in a second.
Christ.
But let's get into another reason why we shouldn't be ordering food. Is HelloFresh. All right, our friends over at HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Did you know that HelloFresh offers 50 menu and market items to choose from every week, including vegetarian, calorie smart, and gourmet options, providing plenty of variety. Recipes like balsamic and fig beef tenderloin, fantastic, or pecan crusted salmon, make holiday meals feel special without the high cost of dining out or delivery. We just got jerked by. Or go to a cozy comfort food choice like chicken sausage and sweet potato soup for a cold winter night. I've been using HelloFresh since they've been, blessing me with meals, and I cannot recommend them more. A lot of our listeners use HelloFresh. That's why they stick around, and for good reason. So if you go to HelloFresh.com/LOPS14 and use code LOPS14, 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 you get up to 14 free meals and 3 free gifts. So go to HelloFresh.com/LOPS14 and use the code LOPS14 for up to 14 free meals and 3 free gifts. Thank you to the homies at HelloFresh. So, so we just ordered sushi from this place.
Yeah.
And Jared was looking for some kind of, alcoholic beverage. So in Florida, I don't think they sell alcohol after 12 o'clock.
In certain areas.
So we were trying to find him alcohol, and we made like this cool side deal with this woman to deliver.
Which was her idea.
It was her idea, yeah.
We were okay with the no.
Yeah, we were okay with the no. That is true. And
She bamboozled us.
she was like, yeah, we have sake. So Jared was like, I love sake. I'll take one. So she was like, all right, go on the Uber app and Uber Eats and just put in one edamame in this one roll, and it's the same price, and I'll just put the bottle in there. Never put the bottle in there.
Never put the bottle in
Fucked
there.
us.
Dude.
She's done that before, though. I feel like in some way, she's kind of been doing that for years and thinks that we're going to forget. But I don't.
Well, she didn't even flinch. It wasn't like, what can we do? She was like, I got an idea.
Yeah,
and,
it was
and
her idea.
fucking nailed it, and then didn't send it. I mean, that bottle's either at the front desk still.
Yeah, or in that guy's car.
Or in that guy's car.
Who was kind of fucking. He was kind of.
He was not happy.
He was not happy. I didn't tip him. Not yet.
Oh man.
Because
mixed feelings about what's going on.
Well, I'll get into this.
Yeah.
So, people always come to see when you're on the show.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either, to be honest with you.
I don't know why I keep getting invites.
Yeah, so, it's usually Michael's on the show, but we have Jared here because I can't get out of Florida yet.
Right.
So,
and Michael will never leave New York.
And Michael will never leave New York, so just so you guys know. So I had a couple of questions for you, and I wanted to see what you would feel.
Lay them on me.
Here we go.
Go.
Biggie or Tupac?
Biggie.
Why?
I mean, honestly, maybe I'm just New York enough to not choose Pac. I think I went through a small phase of thinking Pac was a better lyricist. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what makes me say that so quickly, but I know that I'm not confused about it. It's Biggie.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Nori or Cameron?
Damn. I'd say Cam, and that's not easy for me to choose that.
Okay.
He just has a larger portfolio too.
Right,
Way more music.
Right.
I would-
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. I mean, Nori has a lot of songs that I love.
Yeah.
That are classy.
And I think,
classics,
yeah.
But I got to give the edge to Cam myself.
Yeah.
Hot dog or hamburger?
Ooh, shit. I would say burger. You know what, though?
Are you a glizzy boy? Are you glizzy gang?
I'm like, what's glizzy gang?
You don't know what a glizzy is? It's a
No.
hot dog.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so it's like the sus version of a hot dog.
Well, it's actually a sandwich, which like blew my mind recently when someone was like, hot dog's a sandwich, and I was like, nah, but it is.
It is.
I'll tell you this.
A burger is way easier to fuck up than a hot dog is,
Yes, that is true.
right?
I've had some
so
sh-
much
I've had
more
some
goes
sh-
into making a burger, like a good dog out of the fucking wrapper and that dog water into boiling water onto a bun. You can't really miss.
I've had hundreds of shitty burgers. I don't think I've ever had a shitty hot dog.
And if I have had a shitty hot dog, it's still a level above what a shitty burger is.
And it wasn't the hot dog's fault. It's what they put on the hot dog.
True.
You know?
Most of the time, if I don't,
Don't
like
get
a
fucking
hot,
cute. Don't
Yeah,
get
don't-
cute. Don't
yeah.
get cute with my shit.
although like Crip dogs and shit like that, like I like a creative kind of some fried bacon or avocado.
chili
The
dog
thing
or
is
something.
that the only time I've really not liked a hot dog was either it was cold,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which I've been
That
known
works.
to eat a cold hot dog from time to time because I'm just drunk or whatever. It's really the bun.
The bun's
If
big.
the bun's garbage and the condiments are garbage, then it's not a great experience. But
Yeah.
I would say my go-to, I'd prefer a burger over a dog.
All right, so that goes into my next one. Ketchup or mustard?
Mustard.
Wow. I feel like that's rare.
Is it?
What's your favorite? What's your go-to musty?
It's gotta be a spicy brown.
I like spicy brown.
I like
I
the
like
spicy
Dijon.
brown.
As I got older, I started
Dijon,
dabbling in
Dijon for a sandwich, spicy brown for a dog.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. The next one is New York or Florida?
Man, New York, and that's there's so many reasons why I choose that, but Florida is definitely become my second home, and I love it.
Are you enjoying it down here?
I
You
am.
having a good time?
Yeah, I am. It's there's still I'm just so far away from everything that I care about that it's just always like bittersweet, but Florida's been good to me, man. Especially Miami. I haven't really gone outside of Miami at all.
These are facts. These are big facts.
But yeah, no, I'm not regretting the move.
All right. Big titties, small titties.
Handful.
Handful titties?
Handful tits.
So is that small? Do you have small hands?
I don't have big hands.
I
would
have
say
mad small hands.
These. You do have small hands,
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
they're not much smaller. They're not much smaller than yours.
but you got meaty palms.
Yeah,
I got
I
like
got
kind of.
meaty- yeah.
I kind of got like skinny finger. I'd say these are made for a C cup, and a C cup isn't necessarily like a small tit.
So like a borderline C cup.
Yeah, I love a nice B too.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
They get crazy after a while.
Boobies or butts?
Butts
Butts all the way?
all day.
Like, is it like 60-40 or like 80-20?
No, it's not even close. It's like
99-1?
It's like 98 to 2%.
98 to 2%.
Yeah.
Have
A
you
butt
always-
is
have
a
you
butt
always
is
been
just
butt?
so much more useful for what you need it for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it used to be all about like huge butts, but it's not. Now it's just about shape. A big booty still gets me all excited when I see it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm like, oh, look at that fucking
Yeah,
thing.
you get-
But like it's really shape. I get all giggly.
All right.
Boobies too though.
No, boobies are cool.
Just the word booby or tit
Yeah,
or titty.
boobies. Titties,
Yeah.
titties are cute. Boobies
Yeah.
are I put in a bigger category. Like
Yeah.
like a boob is big, and a titty's small.
Really?
Yeah. Some people would
Jugs.
say it's jugs.
Jugs. There's no doubt about it.
Jugs
Now
is
you-
funny.
If I say she had jugs, you know I'm not
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
small tits.
Yeah. It's jugs and cannons,
Bombs.
bombs,
Bags.
big old bags.
Mommy. It still makes me laugh. I'm 41 years old.
I heard jugs and almost lost
Yeah,
it.
farts, people falling,
Falling,
and
jugs.
boobies still get me going.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Flat earthers. Do you agree with them, or do you not agree with them?
I disagree with them, but it makes sense why they think that.
Oh God, here we go.
You know?
Does it though?
Yeah, it does because.
I just think the inventions of planes and space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's like, you've seen round Earth since you were a kid. You see, like, my first image of Earth is a fucking globe. It's round.
Yeah.
It's just been instilled in there.
But
If you only had maps, think about it. You would only think of the world as flat.
Yeah. But my thing is, you could somehow go to the end of the Earth and fall off.
Yeah,
if it was
like
flat.
Jersey somewhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or
There's
like,
definitely
or
the
like
end
in
of
Alaska.
the Earth. Right.
Like if it was like the Truman Show and you got there and you just like touched
Yeah.
the wall and you're like, holy shit, I reached the end of the Earth.
I don't know. I guess I disagree with them, but maybe I've just been trained to think that the world is round.
Would you go to space if you could afford it?
Fuck yeah, I'd go to space.
I don't think I could
I'll
go.
never be able to afford it. So I'm never
as long as
going
they
to
have like my
space.
medications and shit, I'll go to space.
I just don't. I
I'd
mean,
rather if someone said, "Yo, you have to go to space tomorrow or drive back to New York," I'll go to fucking space.
I would do it. But how the fuck are you gonna make it to space? You can't drive 20 hours.
No,
you
space
said it.
I
We
could
saw
do.
a space shuttle trip earlier, and you immediately were like, "Fuck that, man! I ain't going on that fucking thing."
No,
how long
fuck
does it take to get there?
Oh, I don't know, but I think you only go up like so far. The fact that people can pay, they said that it was $250,000 for a seat.
Yeah,
Which you brought up a great point that you said in about 20 years it's going to be 10 grand.
dude. Yeah,
That's just going to be like the what's that, the Nitro at Six Flags. You're
just
gonna be
think
able to go to
about
space.
think about anything that when it first came out, technology. You thought of the pricing. Plus, when you were a kid, $200 sounded like you had to like save up for 6 friggin' decades.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now it's like
save it.
$200 is like
Now we just blew $100 on a bunch of food that didn't show up.
Yeah.
And neither one of us is that devastated. Imagine you would spend $100 as a kid on something and half of it didn't show up.
Oh.
You'd be
I'd lose my mind.
There'd be holes all in the drywall in your house right
yeah,
now.
it'd be bad.
Going nuts.
Yeah, they have to miss a day of school.
Yeah.
You know, like get tested.
I'd be out there looking for the Uber Eats dude,
Yeah.
ready to just friggin'
Dude, I
spill
wish
blood.
I had Uber Eats as a kid. Think about that.
You did.
Yeah,
But you had
to call the store.
Yeah, it was just one place though.
Yeah,
and
no.
you had to call it before.
It was Uber Eat.
It was just Uber. Yeah, it was just Uber Eats, and it was a guy just like in a Honda Accord.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, we also looked at that thing too, like how you said it was gonna be 250,000,
Yeah.
and then like getting mad over $100, and then,
Yeah.
and then we looked up the Titanic, and how much like the most expensive seat was, and it was
Yeah.
like 5 racks.
Yeah.
Imagine paying 5 racks to die today. I would be upset today. Imagine back then they said it was the equivalent of $50,000.
The equivalent of $50,000. Yeah, if I'm on a fucking boat and it starts going down, the first of all, this day and age, you're like, whatever, we're gonna survive this, we're good.
Yeah,
right?
for the most part, I don't want to get lost at sea.
No, I don't want to get lost at sea either. But the first thing I'm thinking is like, who am I? Think about how people complain about shit. They're going to be looking for someone to like complain. You're like, dude, we're all an hour away from being dead.
That's
and
the
you're
best
trying to
thing
figure out how to fucking refund your Capital One card. This 50 fucking, well, definitely not a Capital One card.
Yeah,
but
no,
like,
definitely.
you know, definitely
That's
not
a big-ass
but
Capital
it's
One
like,
card.
you're like,
Samuel
listen, I
Jackson's
know
Capital
there's
One
a
card,
good chance we don't survive this, but like, what's the policy on refunds for this shit? 50 racks? I'm like, fuck it. But at least I don't have to pay that bill
here's
back.
the thing, though. At what point, say you got off the Titanic, right? You spent the 5 racks, aka 50 racks.
Yeah. Titanic doesn't sink, you're saying?
No, it sinks.
Yeah.
It sinks.
Okay.
It goes, and they're dead. How
Yeah.
many days until you start trying to get that money back?
Like, while I'm in mourning?
Yeah, like you get like
I'm not
from
gonna-
the day you're like, you know,
I'm probably
from the day like you wet footed back on this soil.
I'm probably 48 hours. I'm thinking about it immediately.
I'm like,
I'm
dude,
thrilled that I survived, but I'm like, dude, I
how
need
long?
50
Yeah,
racks.
how long does it take to get in your head where you're like, oh my god, I'm so happy to be alive? It's like, bro, I'm out 50 grand.
Yeah.
immediately.
I don't
I'm having
think,
that
I don't
conversation.
think I don't think I would be happy to be alive. I'd be like, aren't you just
I'm
happy
having
to be
that
alive?
conversation in the fucking life raft,
Yeah.
rowing back to fucking New York.
Just rowing through fucking
Pissed.
frozen Leonardo DiCaprio.
Dude, just like, what the fuck? Who am I gonna call about this 50 fucking grand?
I wonder if there was like people sued. I'm sure they did. But could you sue back then?
Of course. If there was a lawyer, then there was a suit. Lawsuit.
Is that what that's from?
I don't know.
Why do they call it a suit?
I don't know. That's a good point. Sweet suit.
Sweet. Like right now we're in a suite.
We are.
But it could
There's
also
an
be
E
called
at the
a
end of
suit.
that.
A suitie.
A lawsuit is S-U-I-T, right? I think.
Oof.
Suitable.
Hopefully I never get in any.
Yeah.
Next question is to
50 grand.
SUV or coupe?
Lifestyle now, SUV.
SUV.
Yeah, in my when I thought I was flyer days, coupe for show.
Okay. All right. Contacts or glasses?
Glasses.
Why?
Because
It's kind of become
there's
part of my
way less
brand.
maintenance. It's way less maintenance.
Yeah.
They're way more stylish, obviously. It's become such a part of my face that without glasses, people look at me when I don't have glasses two ways. They either don't recognize me or they look at me like they smelled a fart. Like they're kind of like oh, like, and you could tell, like the initial response that someone makes on like their facial expression.
Yeah.
There's no hiding that.
Right.
You know immediately, you don't like the way I look. And people are like, I can't get over it. I guess it's nice. It's really them being like, no, dude, put your fucking glasses back on.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can't have a pair of glasses like this and then go to like
away.
a standard.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be like, dude, you went from that to that. What the fuck are you doing?
Alcohol or weed?
Recently, it's been alcohol, which I'm not proud of. But if I had to choose one for the rest of my life, it would be weed.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think long term, it would be a healthier move.
Okay.
And I'm just still functional when I'm high.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
It's been a long time since I've been that high. Actually, not that long. When I went to LA, my boy Johnny picked me up, and fucking Jesus Christ,
You got really high.
dude! I got so high that I didn't want to hang out with him anymore. I was like, bro, just take me to my house.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah, it was fucking getting weird.
Yeah, I hate when weed does that.
Riding around a Lamborghini, freaking out.
The next one is HJ or nothing.
HJ
For the rest of your life, you would just live with getting HJs
over nothing?
over nothing.
Oh, that's a no-brainer. HJs.
Okay, so I warmed you up for a question. That's an obvious one.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Okay. HJs or dry humping?
HJs. Dry humping you can get hurt dry humping.
Yeah, on your wiener.
Yeah. And then you got a cleaning bill at the end of that.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
So, all right,
I
so
can't afford
you
that
would take the
shit.
HJ over dry humping, right?
Certainly.
All right, so the HJ still wins.
Yeah. We're talking HJs from someone else.
Yeah, not
These
from
are not-
us.
yeah, self-inflicted
Yeah,
HJs.
no. We're doing
Yeah, fuck
no
that.
domestic
I'm like,
HJs.
I'm stuck with that for the rest of my life anyway.
No.
Can't get rid of that unless you cut
No
my
domestic
hands off.
HJs.
And I'd still figure it out with like my feet or something.
HJs
FJs.
or foot Js for the rest of your life.
HJs, because feet can get weird.
But you can kind of like sex a foot.
You could definitely.
You know, you could pretend a foot's a vagina more than a hand.
That's a vag.
That's what I'm saying. It's a vag.
Yeah, but what if it's not soft? It's got to be soft.
I mean, you could get the specs up to your liking. Like you can customize.
Yeah, but would I have to sand and do that shit myself? This is a vag.
No, you can.
I just realized this. This is a nice vag.
That's what I'm saying.
A little foot vag?
I was working my way up to the FJ or the HJ.
We're at the FJ, HJ now. I'd still go HJ.
Wow, really? I think I would go FJ.
know.
I think you have to go FJ there.
Yeah, but
Because you could close your eyes and still have the sensation. You can give yourself
I don't know.
HJ.
Until I just formed that vag with my
That's what I'm saying. You could
I was pretty solid on
You could
that.
HJ yourself.
You can, but
said
HJ is so
yourself.
much more. It's just you can just get to it.
It's more intimate.
Feet, it's like you got to take your shoes and your socks off. You got to go everywhere with this boy. She's got to be fucking barefoot and lubed up. She's got to be ready to go. And it's going to be all dirty. You know what I mean?
Hands are probably dirtier than feet.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
crime.
Germ-wise.
Yeah, germ-wise, it's probably better to do feet.
I'm sticking to HJs.
Wow, that was
Yeah.
3 for the HJ. So I
Because you could also
make
make it. You could also do that. You could
Yeah,
also
you
get
can
a
do
little
it.
hand.
You can do this.
You could apply pressure. You got to be good. Unless
can
my
make this
unless
into-
my
you can
unless
make
my
this
girl
into a
had feet
vagina.
like a fucking chimp, or like a sloth,
Yeah.
where they could just completely give me.
Or had like a dew claw. Yeah.
just like
kind
like a
of.
lobster.
Yeah. Could do a whole bunch of weird shit to it. That'd be cool.
HJs. I'm sticking to HJs.
Wow. All right.
Although when they turn these cameras off, I'm gonna try to figure this out.
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of cool. You can
I'm not
pressure with
lengthy
that.
enough to get to the veg. That's what I would have to like fix my knees
Right. But
to where they move differently.
the view's
Oh,
kinda
if I
nice.
figured that out, I wouldn't leave my fucking house.
the view's kind of nice, and you could do both.
Yeah.
Belly.
I'd
or-
paint this fucker up. I'd make it look like a nice little like hot
That's
chick.
what I'm saying. See,
And I have decent feet, so
that
I
makes
guess.
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. Go ahead. What else you got?
Honda or Hyundai?
Honda.
Okay.
Although Hyundai has become a brand that I think people can rely on.
Well, you've had both.
I've had both.
Which one did you like more?
The Hyundai, but the Hyundai was newer. So, it was like your lease. So you're just like, anything goes wrong. Every Honda that I've owned, like some other asshole owned before me.
Yeah,
and
it
it
was
had
all
like a
fucked up.
fucking wing on it and a stupid fucking exhaust. A radio that didn't work and like a window that was either like this one or like one that went and like fell sideways and you had to
Alright.
like guide it up with your fucking hand.
So, Happy Honda Days or Toyotathon? What do you celebrate?
I'm still, I think I'm more of a Honda guy.
So you're Happy Honda Days.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
happy
All right,
Honda
that makes sense.
Days. Happy Honda Days.
Remember Honda Bob?
Come on down, Honda Bob.
I'm Honda Bob.
Honda Bob, Sawmill River Road.
Sawmill River Road. Come see Honda Bob.
There's Honda Bob. That guy crushed it.
So we had this guy. If you're like from Westchester at all, you know about Honda Bob. So Honda Bob was basically this guy that would sell you like any Honda for like $75.
But was it a car salesman too? I think it was just motorcycles.
I think it was both. I think.
Yeah,
But he would
maybe
come
right.
on and just be like, Honda Bob's got it for you.
He had that like weird voice.
And he had a license plate that said Honda Bob on it.
Of course he did.
But it said HNDA BOB.
It's a Hindu Bob.
Hindu Bob. So that's when I said, this guy fucking.
You know, some Indian guy bought that. It's like, Bob, I'm buying the plates too, bro. I'm not changing this shit.
I'm Honda Bob.
I try to, yeah.
Come on down, Sawmill River Road.
Hindi Bob. Hindi Bob's all about the FJs.
All right. I got a couple more.
Lay them
here.
on me. These are good. Because I'm questioning myself. I think,
Okay.
the Biggie one was a no-brainer. Everything after that. And the HJs. I think I'm still, HJs I feel solid about.
Relationship or single?
Right now, single. As a dollar bill.
Okay.
But
No.
everybody knows me to be,
A relationship boy.
Senior Cuffington.
You're,
But I'll tell you, I think I'm way more comfortable with being single now than I've ever been in my life, and that's why I prefer being single now.
okay.
But if I catch that chick, then I still have that in me to
Yeah.
want to like lock in. You know what I mean? Like for sure.
All right.
I just want to be nice to girl. I don't want to fucking
I hear you.
break any more hearts. Not that I have. Like I'm some fucking
Probably
dick or
have.
whatever.
Probably.
A few, but they weren't like smart.
You have to live with one for the rest of your life, Michael or Danny.
Oh come on, bro. Live how? Like share
An apartment?
Yeah. You pick the domicile, but it's.
So we're like living together.
Yeah. You have to live with one of us, and it's Michael or me.
You and I clash way less.
Yeah.
Michael and I are similar in ways that I think we're both.
Michael's very annoying.
He's not. It's not even that.
It's because he just like won't talk to you.
You know what?
That's what's annoying about it.
But that's not annoying to me.
I think you're higher maintenance than Michael, though.
I'm more annoying than Michael
Right.
is.
You have certain things. You're scared of germs.
Yeah.
And shit like that. You're like, I don't know. I think to live with.
You'd have more fun with Michael probably, because you like parties.
I don't know.
Still.
I don't know if that's true. I think if Michael is in his greatest Michael mood all the time, then yeah.
Yeah, that's
You know
it.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But Michael's up and down.
Michael's too much of a roller coaster.
He's a fucking roller coaster. But he's probably neater than you though.
100%.
He's probably tidier than you.
Yeah, if you go in that fucking room over there, it's a mess.
It's Katrina.
That's something I'm gonna work on.
It's all good. It's tough because I there's so many things about you that are so different between you two that I love so much. The difference in you guys that I don't know if I could really deal with not having.
All right, but you got to.
But
you got to pick one
to live with.
Yeah.
You.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Here's the other thing too. All right, so there's that one. Ray or Ghost?
Ghost.
Okay. Method Man or Jizza?
Meth.
Okay.
Meth is one of my favorite rappers ever.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah. But the Jizza was that exactly the genius.
Okay.
He was so smart.
Patrick Ewing or Don Mattingly?
Donnie Baseball. I have a lot of memories of Pat Ewing shitting the bed.
Yeah, I mean,
like I have.
They've also like made so many documentaries on like everything he's done wrong.
Did the Yankees go to any World Series with Don Mattingly? No.
I don't think they even made the playoffs.
They won the year after he left.
After he left with Jeter.
I was devastated by that.
Yeah.
Donnie Baseball.
Okay.
And his birthday's the day before mine.
All right. Lawrence Taylor or Donnie Baseball?
Lawrence Taylor.
It's the best fucking crackhead on wheels.
Lawrence Taylor was my first experience of watching your hero be broken.
Oh, like just be like a fucking mess?
What he struggled with personally. And
he's gotten some trouble, too.
Oh, dude, has he? But
Chris Hansen special for LT.
Dude, for sure. But watching him struggle with his life made him such a normal human being to me.
Yeah. Except for all that other stuff.
The only thing that was abnormal about LT was how good he was at football.
Right.
Everything else about him, how broken and fucked up he was, that was normal. And I think as I got older, I appreciated that more. But
anybody that smokes crack during the game is pretty cool.
Just like, but anybody that smokes crack,
that's kind of cool though.
And I grew up in the era of like all my fucking sports heroes were drug addicts.
But not, I know,
drug addicts.
But in sports,
they probably still are. You just don't know about it.
If he was a normal person, that's a really sad thing. But him smoking crack or doing coke in the middle of a game,
not normal.
Not normal, and adds to the level of his legend.
Right. Yeah.
That makes you. That's a cool thing because of the story.
Right.
But like you said, on the inside, he's falling apart.
Right. And I think, but that it was. I just Lawrence Taylor. There was way more excitement watching Lawrence Taylor just crush people.
Yeah, he was a beast.
Oh, amazing!
He was a beast. I didn't. I
don't ever have an emotion. I just think my passion with loving the Yankees started in Donnie Baseball was the captain of that team. So that's the bromance I have with Donnie Baseball.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady?
Who would I rather hang out with? Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Who would I rather be my quarterback? Tom Brady. And that's not easy to say because Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback. But Tom Brady's the GOAT, man.
Okay.
Huge, super levels of respect for Tom Brady.
Rihanna or Beyonce?
Rihanna.
Slight? 55-45 or about 80-20?
I think Beyonce's, and I'm not saying this in a way that I don't give myself credit. I think Beyonce's a little bit out of my league.
Okay.
She's a Maybach girl.
Right.
You know? She's like
Rihanna will hop on the back of
a motorcycle. You want to know why I say that?
Still.
Because I relate more to the men that Rihanna dates or have dated than I do relate to
Jay-Z.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can't name anybody else that fucking Beyonce dated.
Yeah, it's true. That is true.
She's like born into Jay-Z's marriage.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Can you name anybody else that Beyonce dated?
I don't know. Like
no.
Mekhi Phifer
Can you name anybody else that Jay-Z dated? No, there were like rumors about Aaliyah and like Foxy Brown and all, but none of that's like.
No, it never got to that point.
No, I'd say Rihanna. I think I'd probably, and that's not to like judge them, my character, like who's nicer.
Okay.
But Riri's cool as shit. I've met her a couple times. So she's a sweetheart.
Styles P or Jadakiss?
Jadakiss.
Jadakiss,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I do love the non-mainstream kind of grit that
Styles
Styles
always
always
kinda-
had.
yeah.
Even though he was always mainstream, there was something. Styles just made you want to do hood rat shit.
Yeah, he made you want
He
to
still
commit
does.
crimes.
That
yeah.
Wreckage Manor album with Havoc, dude, I fucking was listening to on the way over.
Yeah.
I just want to do hood rat
It
shit.
makes you want to kill somebody
Makes me want to sell something
and harm someone.
yeah,
But like
fucking punch somebody.
in like a TV way,
Yeah.
not in real life.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah, I
know.
don't really.
I mean, yeah, sometimes
Every
you
now
have
and
to. So I have two more, and then we'll talk about the gun range, and then we'll wrap it up.
All right, cool.
Here we go. Pizza or pasta?
Fuck, man, pizza.
Pizza all the way.
Yeah, there's a convenience level to pizza that just makes it like,
Anything you could eat with your hands.
yeah, prep time.
Yeah,
like,
it's one less thing you have to worry about.
Well,
If
making a pizza, I don't know.
making a pizza is kind of fun, but
Yeah.
they always taste like shit though.
And there's so many varieties of pasta that I think I'm overwhelmed by the paradox of choice.
Okay, I think I've had more bad pizza than I've had bad pasta.
I don't know. I think,
I'm just saying on my personal journey.
dude, you know how many fucking Elio's pizzas I've eaten in my life? It's
That is
terrible
true.
pizza.
But
And
is
I'd
but
fucking
is
crush
maca-
an
but
Elio's
is-
right now. If
but
you
is
pulled out an
macaroni-
Elio's pizza right now,
What about macaroni and cheese? That's pasta.
yeah.
Think about that. A
Yeah,
Kraft single
but
is
if you
fantastic.
think about it, it's also kind of pizza because it's starch and cheese.
I mean,
I know.
we could all do. I mean, we can
We
move.
could-
We can
yeah.
move the goalpost all night.
Pizza.
Okay.
Yep. I'd eat pizza every day. I kind of do eat pizza every day.
Marriage, no marriage is the last one.
Marriage.
Like, how strongly do you feel that you want to get married?
Pretty certain. Pretty fucking certain. Because I still see couples that look like they're just enjoying their lives together and contributing to each other's lives, whether having kids or saving money or buying a house or vacationing. And I still look at them and I'm like, these two fucking assholes are having a good time.
Yeah.
And then when I see a couple that's like 90 and
of
they've been
them's like
married
th-
for a
one of
long
them's
time,
like this.
and I look at that dude and I'm like, you know what? That guy looks like he never was like an old school dude that like beat on his wife. Like he always loved the shit out of his wife.
That's
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I always
I'm
get
happy
worried.
for you that you're getting married.
Yeah,
I think
bro.
it's awesome.
I don't want my brothers to be alone.
You know what I mean? But sometimes people are okay with it. Michael's okay with being alone.
I think so.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I would say marriage because I
don't think he'll ever get, like, married,
I
like,
believe
for
that
real.
when it's done right, marriage is probably one of the greatest investments you can make.
For
That
sure.
lifelong partnership with someone that you know is just your fucking ride or die, hold you down, straighten you out when you're fucked up, praise you when you do something good, and is committed to you.
That's what you need.
Your
That's what you need.
A good wife and like a loyal dog is like all someone needs in their life.
Yeah, I don't need much more.
You don't need much
like,
more.
you don't like.
Good woman's gonna love you if you don't have it, but she's gonna inspire you to go out there and get it.
It's like
You know what I mean?
in 2022. Like, I want to be a better friend. Like, see friends more and like do that stuff.
Yeah. That's something I have to work on as well too.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
something that's like kind of big for me next year. I
Absolutely.
feel like I mean, obviously with COVID, it's just been tough. Like, I haven't really wanted to make any effort.
Just a phone call though, man. Like I
Yeah, just
find myself
I'm not saying like like
making-
hang out and
I have this thing now though that I've tried to do. Like if I think about you, I text you.
that's cool.
I just text you.
Yeah.
Thought of you, reaching out. I might not even respond to the text that you respond to my text with, but at least you fucking know that
But
in
like-
that moment, my mind.
I might do like a vision
had you
vision
there.
board for the first time this year.
I've never done any of those things.
Apparently they work.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've never tried it, but I'm going to do
Listen.
that. Read more. Talk to.
Read more for sure.
Be a better friend.
Yeah.
Also, you know,
Giants are terrible.
yeah, they're so bad. I also want to run the New York City Marathon next year. I said it on the episode before. So if I have a goal, that goals kind of help me stay in the gym.
Yeah.
If I don't have a goal, I'll just go when I want to go.
Yeah.
But
You
if
know
I
what,
have, like, a
what makes me want to
mathematical
go to
thing-
the gym? Like, just feeling out of shape.
Like,
shit,
I'm not one of
so
those
bad.
people who's like, I need to run a marathon. I need to wake up and feel like, you know what? I could, if I trained, run a marathon if I was in better shape.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got to get back into swimming. Swimming's the shit.
Yeah, I mean,
think
you live in the place for it.
Dude, I get banged up. Like, just sitting down. Like, how I'm sitting with my leg right now.
Yeah, I've had to readjust like 3-4 times.
Yeah. Like, when I get up off the couch, I'm just like, ugh,
I'll tell you.
It's like all these weird sounds.
It gets all hickety and
My hip
crickety.
just fucking
it
like
makes you
locks
feel like
and
shit.
shuts out. I don't know what the fuck it's doing.
But the thing is, it's like the older I get, the more I realize, though, it's like I don't need as much as like I needed or thought I needed,
What,
even
like
just a couple
possession?
years ago. Yeah, just like
Oh, dude, I'm in that place right now.
I'm like,
free of it.
You want to know what's a great feeling? Just being able to go to dinner and like not worry about the check.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean,
You know what I mean? And it's like
that's-
if I want to go somewhere, I don't have
that
to
is
worry about it.
comfortable. That is a
That's the
comfortable
comfort
thing.
I'm talking about. It's like, oh, like you want to go see a show this week? Like, let's
What?
go see it. And it's not like, yo, let me like wait till
Right.
my check clears.
Yeah, but
and,
going to see a show is a luxury. Eating, in certain ways, is a luxury too. Eating is also a fucking necessity. You know what I mean?
that's
Like,
why if you mix food with pleasure, which
Yeah.
goes against everything I was saying before. But I like the ambiance of going out to eat. That's one of my
oh
favorite
yeah,
things to do.
for sure.
It's just
If it's a dope spot.
it's just with COVID.
I also
made
like
it so
cooking.
whack.
I've like dad fucking just like trained me.
That's another one. I want to cook
to
more.
really enjoy and love cooking. Like,
Yeah.
watching dad cook,
I want to cook more.
I was just like, this fucking guy loves cooking for
Yeah,
people
I was like, this guy fucks.
in the kitchen.
Yeah,
And
guy
maybe in
fucks
other
shit
places too. Sorry, Mo.
Yeah, I mean, there's
I'm
proof right
certainly,
here.
yeah.
That's the coolest thing about having a kid, I think, too, is that it just proves that you've had sex.
I know, but the thing
Like,
is,
that's the
but
most-
it doesn't
that's-
prove
that's-
that you're good at sex.
No, but it proves that you're good enough
Yeah.
to make it work.
I still think about that. I'm like, am I good at sex? Like, if all these girls just lied to me because I'm a nice person and they're just like, yeah, let's just. But I also think, like, if a girl keeps coming back, you're doing something right.
Yeah. You're doing
You know?
at
But I
least.
still get offended when they don't call me back. I'm just like, yo, is it me?
It hurts your feelings.
Not that it hurts my feelings. I just wonder if I should have, like,
You get sad. You get sad
it depends
sometimes.
if I like the girl.
Yeah.
I don't get sad. I think I could just get more, like, ego butt hurt.
Right, yeah. I
Like,
think
what, you
that's...
saying the D wasn't good?
Yeah. Have you ever had that conversation with a female before?
That the D wasn't good? I've had some girls blatantly be honest, like, I fucking love spending time with you. It ain't, you know.
Is that your pee-pee's stinky?
Yeah, and it's not the hill to die on. You know what I mean? Like,
What were they talking about?
I don't know.
Jesus.
God, I just gotta
That's
keep.
more about
I just
them.
gotta keep fooling women into giving it up once,
Right.
and then keep doing that over and over again, and then
permission.
I'll never with permission. Yeah,
With permission. With
yeah.
permission.
I don't want to fool them. Like,
No, like, hey, what's
Yeah,
up?
like, hey,
yeah,
like-
look over here. Poop.
and, like drop that in your drink.
Yeah, you don't
No,
have to
I
do that.
That's
No,
not,
no. We're all about permission.
That's
I
not
think.
trickery.
No, that's too much.
That's a
too
felony.
much. That's a
felony.
That's assault, brother.
That's assault.
That's
brother.
assault, brother.
Speaking of assault,
Oh, who? Oh,
no, I'm just saying.
Lawrence Taylor. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Speaking of assault,
But there were a couple other questions I wanted to ask you, but I think I'm gonna save them
okay.
for the next time you're on the show.
I wish I was as funny as Michael. I can be.
See, my thing is this: is when we do an episode like this, I'm not gonna go be crazy because that's just.
I wish we had done a music intro. I gotta be honest.
I know, but
I was
you
kinda
work
like-
till like midnight. You know.
Man, do I?
So it's like I had to drop a pre-recorded track for the
good.
people.
It's probably fire.
No, but we'll do it again at some point. But that's why it's like
Yeah, I'm not going to.
it's called the Lopriore podcast. You know what I'm saying?
It
It's
is.
not Danny and Michael
It is.
hang out.
Yeah.
But it's mostly me and Michael.
That's one of my biggest regrets about moving to Florida.
You would have been on the show if you lived in New
That
York.
was the thing. I talk
Yeah.
about it all the time. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm thrilled with the magic that I see between, and I don't get to watch all the podcasts in their entirety because,
That's dope. That's real support right there.
yeah, I don't get to watch them all in their entirety. But what I do find myself is doing is listening to them. I don't need to see some of it. The visual shit, like Michael's physical comedy, to me, is fucking brilliant. You know what I mean? Like, just looking at him. That's
what I need him for.
Yeah, like the things you say crack me up. Looking at Michael cracks me up.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's why, like, what I even
love
said,
that.
like, when you came in, we're gonna do the episode, like,
Yeah.
Just be yourself. I think that's why people who know you,
Right.
especially in our audience, they just like to listen to you talk.
Yeah. What a
Like
bunch
you
of
don't have to
dumb
be
idiots.
extravagant.
No,
you know that's like more.
I
of
love
me and
that. Hopefully, it doesn't sound like too much bullshit, but
No, I don't think so. I
Yeah,
think people.
I'm too lazy
I
to
think
bullshit.
people will be happy to, kind of see a different sense.
Yeah.
Last time you were
Holy
here,
crap,
it was all
dude,
three
it's
of us.
almost a year ago exactly. I landed on December 28th
Yeah,
in Miami, and we did the podcast in the hotel room when I landed. And
yeah.
You picked me up.
Yeah, we did off the cuff.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's
we
weird.
did off the cuff, and literally almost to the day,
Yeah,
364 days later.
that's weird.
Yeah,
That's a little strange.
that means something.
It does mean something that
love it.
just happened to work out.
Yeah, I just renewed my lease, so I'm here.
Oh, you did?
I
All right.
did.
So listen, if you're an eligible bachelorette, Jared lives in Miami.
Yeah,
Where are you on Instagram?
Jared Lopriore,
Jared Lopriore on
Yeah,
Instagram,
no
which we
mask.
created on the show.
which we created on the show.
Which we created on the show.
I'm like,
on
and
your last
sometimes I
appearance.
want to get rid of it. Sometimes I hate it.
Why?
Because Instagram to me is just like people, you know what? Like, I'm glad that people have good lives, but every now and then I look at someone having more fun than me, and I'm
You
like,
get jealous.
I don't get jealous.
I get
just
jealous.
get annoyed with myself that I'm not having more fun. But you know what? But they're leaving out all the other shit.
Yeah, they all got props.
They post these pictures of how
We all
great
got
they
big time
look. You know how
props.
many fucking pictures they took? You know, does Selena let you fucking take one picture of her everywhere she goes, and that's the one?
No comment.
You know what I mean? Bro, I fucking take so many pictures of one woman, and she's like, none of them look good. And I'm like, well, it ain't me.
Yeah.
You just don't look good all the time. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's.
I know, but that's real. You know how many pictures I take? Look at how many posts I have on Instagram. I probably have 20.
Yeah, your post game's good though.
Because if I overdo it, I'm gonna miss more. It creates a larger margin for failure. I need to post good shit and be in and out. But the thing about it is, it's like I just don't like looking at everybody being perfect,
Right.
Because they're lying
Yeah.
and they're not fucking fooling me.
Not fooling me either.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that much.
shit.
Jeez.
But I'm glad I have it because I've been able to.
Have sex.
Not only because of that, but it doesn't not help me have sex.
Has it increased your sex Instagram?
No, it hasn't. Because I don't
have
slide
you-
into DMs.
Look at you using the vernacular though now.
that I use it right?
You didn't know what that was a year ago.
Sliding into DMs. You want to know why? Because maybe if it's a conversation and people and they look at pictures and they see like, oh, I get a little bit better sense of who he is by looking at it.
Or you get a little horny.
But I don't fucking, maybe there's nothing super interesting about my Instagram. It's just normal me, kind of posting those pictures. But some of the things that I'm involved with might turn someone on when they look and I'm involved with a clothing line, or I'm a dad, or I'm a brother, or I'm an artist, or whatever it is that you find on there might make you more interested. But I don't fucking meet girls on Instagram and I'm just like, yo, what's popping? I'm still old school. I like the face-to-face shit. You know what I mean? Like, what's good? Because I don't want to see you on Instagram and then I see you and you're a fucking dog. You're a hound.
Yeah.
Try to trick me with your fucking filters and shit.
Yeah, with permission.
With permission.
Yeah.
Always with permission.
Always with permission. Sometimes, all the time.
Sometimes, most of the time.
Yeah, 70% of the time works all the time. For the people out there,
Yeah,
because you brought up a good point.
they're out there.
For the people out there that are trying to find somebody in the new year, a partner, how should a guy approach a girl?
What do you mean, like ice breaking?
Yeah.
Oh shit, man, that depends the set. It depends on where you're at. I think in most cases, my experience, and there's a different range of age that I kick it with, I think in most cases, if you're just direct, walk up to somebody and just kind of break the ice with hey, how are you? I'm Jared.
All right. Let's do this. I'm a beautiful woman.
Yeah, you are.
All right. And you're just
you're thick, like a
yeah,
llama.
and I'm thick, and I'm just hanging out, and I'm being me, my personality. What's the first thing you say to me?
Depends the set, but I think I'm sticking to just knife hand, I'm Jared.
Like literally,
Right.
just jump in with that.
All right.
I'm Jared.
All right, then what after that?
Skip the cheesy lines.
I'm Danielle.
Shit, I mean, it depends. Like, hey, you from Miami, or you here with somebody? I often ask women that too, because I think a lot of the time you catch a chick like by herself, maybe she's waiting for somebody.
Right.
That's like, I need to know that right away, because that's gonna let me know whether or not I want to buy you a drink, or whether or not I'm gonna holler at you. Because if you say like, oh, I'm waiting for somebody, I'm like, oh, is it like a date? Is it? Are you with somebody?
Would you holler at a girl while she's with a guy, but she's like...
No, I hate that shit. Like,
That's
he's
weird.
in the bathroom or some shit.
It's weird.
Dude, no.
That happens a lot more than you think.
Fuck yeah, dude. It happened to me recently. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
where and the girl that I was kicking it with was just my friend, but we're sitting there talking to each other, and I'm like, and I come back, and the dude's talking to her, and I just got in her ear, and I'm like, yo, you good? She's like, yeah. But she's like, it's so funny, this dude waited until you turned the corner to come over here, and then didn't want to be obvious when you came back, and didn't want to bail so quick. But yeah, no, I don't get down like that. I think my game with a chick is just, I mean, I use humor, because women love to laugh. I try not to be corny, but I'm also pretty direct. And sometimes it could be brief, because the more a guy says, the closer you are to fucking ruining your odds.
Right.
Because it doesn't take long for us to fuck that up.
Yeah.
So I think,
do you like sports? It's like,
yeah. I think just knife hand. Hey, what's up? I'm Jared. What's your name? Oh, I'm Danielle. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Oh, I saw you sitting over here. Whatever. I just want to come and introduce myself.
That's right, Daddy.
Yada, yada, yada. Whatever. Little small talk right there. You want to switch math? Would you be interested in kicking it? The thing is that how much can I say that's going to make her feel like that? If she looks at me and she's physically attracted to me right away, then your odds are good. You don't have to just say much. You could just be like, what's good? You want to kick it? Yeah, all right, whatever. But it depends, because if I'm not getting a vibe back from her, I might just bail. I'm like, all right, cool. I came to say hello, whatever. If you're around later on, you're still here, let's have a drink. Or,
I remember one time.
I don't know. I'm not like a super smooth cat that way. I'm more of just an opportunist when it comes to shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works. Yeah, I remember one time I sat on the train one time when I was like 15.
Yeah.
Like maybe even younger, and I was like, I'm not going to get off this train until I get somebody's phone number.
Dedicated. I could dig that.
I did it, and then I got a phone number, and I was like, okay.
Dude.
The worst thing they could say is no.
Yeah, and when you're a dude, you get fucking no a lot.
I would say 80% of the time. Especially if you're not like 6'2".
You know what, though? I think most cases...
Think about it. Every bar, say we were both single, right?
Right.
Every bar we go into, we're automatically down like 10.
yeah. Odds are against me.
Odds are against
Stacked.
me. You know what I'm saying?
I think in most cases, though, now, man, you're talking about different women. Women that got their own money. Women that look at a sexual kind of lifestyle differently. You know what I mean? They're not getting slut shamed about it the way, it once happened. You know what I mean? That progression makes it easier for you to meet a woman, but probably a little bit harder to keep a woman, because she's not looking at you the way your mom looked at your dad.
Right.
Like, I need someone to support me. She's like, bro, I make $175,000 a year. I don't really need your bread. A lot of the girls that I hang out with now, they pay the check. You know what I mean? And they get offended if I don't do it.
That's Mike's dream right there.
Right? And my thing is like, I think
Michael's dream.
I think the kind of like whatever traditional way that I was brought up, you're kind of just like, well, I'd like to take it. Now I say, listen, if you invite me to dinner and it's your idea and you want to pay, I'm not going to shit on you about it. Like, I'm not going to give you shit. But I'm going to gesture to do it and not quickly take my card away, like hoping she'd say no. Right. Although I do go to some restaurants where I'm like, damn, I hope this motherfucker wants to split this shit.
Yeah.
Because we went for that fucking bottle of fucking...
We got that Wagyu beef out there.
Yeah, we got that shit popping out here.
Cracked up.
Yeah, when she likes wine, I'm just like, damn, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And she knows about wine. I'm like, damn, cuz, you're trying to air me out. I think...
So you want to marry somebody younger or older?
Older than me, you mean?
Yeah, and do you want to marry somebody that has kids already?
I don't want to marry somebody that has kids already. Dude, that's crazy, right? It's kind of fucked up, but you know what?
Isn't it so ass backwards?
No,
but it makes sense,
kids are
though.
cool.
But
my
it makes
kids
sense.
are not bratty, little whiny, punk-ass kids. My kids are cool as shit.
My thing is, I don't think I could deal with, like, in-laws. Or, like, I like being a stepdad would be weird for me, because then it's like, When do I get mad at you?
If your
it would be
kids are
different.
cool-
It would be different if like your birth dad
Yeah.
was like a piece of shit.
I'll tell you right
and,
now.
like wasn't around because
Right.
then like at some point I'm gonna feel like I'm your dad. Like,
If
your
I
dad
meet,
sucks.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, that role I'm okay with. If I meet a girl or a woman that has kids and her relationship with her ex is good, then I'll probably be less turned off by it. But I don't want to bring people into the shit that I've been in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit ultimately ended a great relationship for me. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
So I don't want to deal with some buddy's punk ass kids and their punk ass kid's dad.
Yeah.
You know, who's also a
It's
punk ass
it's
kid.
hypocritical of you, but I understand.
It's not hypocritical. If my kids were poorly behaved, shitty ass kids, then it would be hypocritical. My kids are good kids. Like
Right.
women that meet my kids are like, dude, you did a great job. Like your kids are cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't want a woman that has kids, unless they're older too, and they could be cool. You know what I mean? I don't know. It depends, but I personally don't want to date a woman who has kids. I know that's fucked up, but whatever. Fuck you. Fuck you guys. Fuck you kids. Fuck you fucking kids.
I don't
bro.
give a shit about
I got my
your
own
kids.
kids. I don't need your motherfucking kid.
Listen, it's all about being truthful at this
Right.
point.
I'm trying
So other than that, I mean, looking forward to the future. Do you have anything like planned for the early New Year? Or anything?
some definitely considering some more investments in property,
Okay.
possibly out here. Trying to figure out a way to just stop paying rent and start paying mortgage.
Yeah. Rent's throwing money out
Get
the window.
equity
So it's like
and,
a fire.
Growth with my company, which is expanding rapidly.
Yeah.
Contributing to that and getting more involved with that. But I think trying to get back to New York more.
Okay.
That's primary over anything.
So that's another New Year's resolution.
For sure, is to definitely visit New York way more than I did this year.
All right, bet.
Hopefully fucking COVID will allow that, because COVID's a filthy whore.
Have you had more sex this year than you've ever had in your life?
Yes.
Wow. I think we should just end on that, to be honest.
Just close the whole podcast?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I don't want to. You don't have to answer this question, but like, what's your body count?
Body count to this day from when I started fucking?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know. It's hard to
How about
answer
I
that
just
question
say?
because
How
people
about I
think you're
just?
fucking lying.
How about I just say a
Not to
number?
mention I can't remember everybody.
How about I say a number and you just tell me if it's over or under?
I give you it's like Price is Right?
Yeah, just give me the prices right. 500.
No. Lower.
Lower.
Yeah.
100.
Over.
Wow. 200.
No. Lower.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
100 is between 200.
Yeah.
That's not counting FJs or HJs.
Listen, if I was in
BJs,
if it was
I'll count.
HJs, I'm like Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah. Yeah.
With HJs. I would get, because I would consider any time you even bump into it at HJ at this point in my life.
Do you remember your first hand job?
Yep. And I remember who it was too. And she was the first BJ, HJ, and probably would have been the FJ too if I didn't fuck that up.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, she's a saint. She's out there giving HJs, BJs, and FJs to some other dude now.
You know?
Or not. She might be a hound right now. You never know. I don't know, dude. It's so fucking terrible to ask somebody that question, because it's like,
A HJ or do you remember your first HJ?
no, just like the number, because
I don't like to ask that question, but I have you here and I don't know. when I'll
it's
see
under
you.
100. But it's
under 100.
Yeah. If I was misleading and all that, maybe I didn't answer that.
Yeah, I think you said over 100, and I think you said yes.
Are we counting the actual penetration?
I mean,
Or of
for
the
this,
face?
No. We're talking the trash.
Penetrational?
We're talking about
or
the
facial.
penetration.
Yeah. I'm probably in yeah.
Good for you.
No, I'm probably miscalculating a bit. Shit. I'm not even. Fuck you. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna answer
All
that
right,
question.
that's it. We'll cut it at that. Jared, where can they find you on the internet?
Jared Lopriore on Instagram.
All right.
That's pretty much it. Stay away from me everywhere else.
That's it. And listen, to all you patrons, we have a really ghetto.
It's really 8 people. I
Yeah,
really do
yeah. What is it? It's like you take the number and then divide it by 3, and that's the real number.
such a piece of shit.
Nah, it's,
Why'd you have to end it on that? Now I sound like a real douche.
Yeah, but I had to do that.
All right.
I have to save face. But yeah, so at Daniel Lopriore on Instagram and Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. This is the ghettoest episode we've ever done, and I enjoyed it a lot. So, Jared, thank you for coming on. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And,
I hope to do it again soon in the future.
And now I got to edit it and put it on the internet. So thank you guys. Thank you to all the patrons, the Lot Nation CEOs and CFOs. If it wasn't for you guys, this show would not be possible. So I love you guys. Jared's had sex with over 100 women.
I have
and
not.
then this year, I think. So that's pretty dope.
This week.
This month.
In my head, thousands.
Yeah, there he goes. So that's what he did. He said it on here. I'm not going to delete it. All right. Love you guys. Peace out. Stay safe and have safe sex and make New Year's resolutions.
Dunzo.